Coe as Genesius, in Antique Farce by Bruce Stewart, with Kate O'Mara as Flavia, Glyn Owen as Galerius, John Rye as the Emperor Diocletian, and Leonard Fenton as Marcellinus.
Oh, Mercury! Oh, Minerva! Save a poor slave from the sword. What do I have to give to win your favor? I've got nothing. But you can always have half. How did I get myself into a fine old mess like this? Me, Macus the manipulator. All I tried to do was get that young virgin away from my master Desanus for Lyconides. Of course, I was also trying to get her away from my master Desanus for old Pappus, but that makes no difference. All the difference was 25 drachmas. Oh, why is he so particular anyway? At his age, it doesn't matter who, does it? Just if. And now I'm going to be cut down in my prime, separated like a senator at the temple from his boyfriend, split in two like the Roman Empire. Oh, you can laugh. But how would you like to finish up with one half in the east under Diocletian, the other in the west under Maximian? Your head in Illyricum, well, never mind what, in Gaul. From all I hear, they got enough of it there anyway. So it's not fair. Venus, Vulcan, anyone come to my aid, any god who's listening.
Eusebius, freeman, citizen of Rome, salutes Caius Galerius, favored of the gods, Caesar to the Emperor Diocletian.
Most mighty Caesar, divinity, may the humble service of Eusebius, manager of the theatre of Marcellus.
All right, get up, man. You don't call me divinity. The Emperor's divine. Good Romans burn incense to the Augustus, no one else.
Most mighty Caesar, the city of Rome rejoices and is her ancient self again, now that you walk her sacred stones once more.
Her ancient self again? The city of Rome? You're trying to play the fool with me, Eusebius?
Your pardon, most mighty Caesar.
The Augustus rules from Nicomedia these days. His co-ruler, Maximian, seems to spend most of his time in Africa. The two Caesars, Constantius and myself, are flung like dice across the empire. Where's the future for the city of Rome in all that?
I spoke figuratively, Caesar. A certain hyperbole born of natural devotion, an excess of loyalty hardly a death.
You theatre people never use straight words when bent ones will do you? You want some wine?
That is most gracious, Caesar.
There's some decent Falernian here. Decent Falernian. I spent the last 6 months up on the Danube, you know. We should taste what they drink there. Still, it was good to be on the march again. Wherever I am, in a pavilion of goatskins in the Carpathians, in marble halls, I remain a Roman soldier. You understand that, Eusebius?
Indeed, Caesar. Most admirable.
Men of understanding. They're thin on the ground these days. Your wine.
Thank you, Caesar.
Sit down. Now then, you know Diocletian is coming to Rome for the 10th anniversary of his accession.
Yes, Caesar.
It's a question of the festivities. I've got to see that everything's organized before I return to Nicomedia. There's the games, the circuses, of course. But the theatre I don't know about yet. What had you in mind, the theatre of Marcellus?
Why, a season of classics, naturally. The Theatre of Seneca is too seldom done, you know. And then the Andria and the Adelphi of Terence. If more variety is needed...
Season of classics.
Our very best work, Caesar.
It's meant to be a cheerful sort of occasion, you know, the Emperor's 10th anniversary.
Oh, the Andrea is a very entertaining play. Yes. In fact, Terence, in his whimsical mood, might be said.
How about some farce?
I beg your pardon.
Some antique farce.
At the Theatre of Marcellus.
Well, I used to... let's see now. Macus the slave, Sharp and a crook. He was always the main character. Then Pappus, the old man.
The Sanus, the Pimp, Marina, the Shrew. Oh, yes. Stock characters, all of them.
But funny at the time. Made them up.
Well, that's the nature of the antique farce. As much as I know anything about it at all. The characters have basic stories and scripts, I believe, but apart from that, they're meant to extemporize on contemporary matters.
Didn't mind what they said sometimes either. Some of the sideswipes really hit bone, I remember.
Coarse and bucolic materials, these are.
The Emperor would enjoy coarse and bucolic material, Eusebius.
Caesar?
A plain man, my friend. The divine Emperor whom all men worship. Just an old sweat under the purple, like me. He and I slogged out to the borders of the Empire and back in other days. Better days, Eusebius?
Forgive me, I hardly...
If the city of Rome is ever to be her ancient self again, some things mustn't change anymore, you know. We live in a time that's a bit like the end of a campaign against a powerful enemy. It and what to kill. But some things must stay as they are.
The Emperor would attend a performance at the Theatre of Marcellus?
He'd go if I said it was the sort of thing he'd like. Which means if it was done just the way I liked it.
I'm deeply honored, Caesar, deeply honored. It's a new departure for us, no doubt, but the Theatre of Marcellus will assuredly...
Who plays the antique farce in Rome these days?
Oh, goodness, well, there used to be, Marcius Tertius and his plays, but he died, I think.
Died?
Or disappeared. Yes, that was it, on tour. There was some unpleasantness over money in Aquileia. One or two of his actors actually never got home again, I'm told. Had to take up labouring work in the South Line.
Who else plays the antique farce, Eusebius?
Well, it's a bit of a problem. The form is outmoded. Neglected, that is fair. Some years ago... No, that's a company playing the Rinciniata, the mime, you know.
Oh, Lyconides, you don't know my master Dosthemus. He'd come down on me like the Roman army on the Persians if I was to leave you alone with this young virgin.
Perhaps he's missed you, Macus, like the Roman fleet in search of the port of Hippo last month. Now, Macus, here's 2 drachmas. Go up to the market and buy yourself some wine.
A whole spoonful, you mean, sir?
Dear, Macus, I want to be alone with Lyconides for a little while.
Well, a good slave knows when he's just a gooseberry, I suppose. But if I meet Dosthemus, I'll just have to say I was led astray by sailors again.
Flavia, by every god in the mountain, what's the matter? Waving your arms at me, signaling like a windmill when I'm on stage. Is the theatre falling down?
There's a man here from Rome with a gorgeous golden beard.
Tell him I've got one. What? No free list, Flavia. Now, he said, after Mediolanum and those debts, and the Don who chased us all the way to Genoa, no free seats until...
I mean somebody important. Eusebius, the manager of the Theatre of Marcellus.
Eh?
True, Genesius, and he wants us to go to Rome.
You're drunk. It's that damn wine for the banquet scene. God, I'll put ditch water in the flask if people don't...
It's true.
Go to Rome? Without Atalanta?
Antique farce, right. And quick, John.
God.
Your pardon, Lyconides, sir, but I am back.
Why didn't he stay away longer?
For 2 drachmas, the wine seller poured some wine into a goblet, swilled it round, poured it back into the bottle, and gave me the goblet to sniff. It was very enjoyable, sir.
No, dear. Take 5 drachmas and buy yourself a real drink. Expense is no object when a man's in love.
In love? Yes, he said it. He's mine. But how am I to be his?
5 drachmas. Oh, for that much the wine seller will let me climb up on top of the vat and stick my head down into the fumes.
What was I saying?
You weren't saying.
That's next door to the Circus Maximus. You sure?
Of course, I'm sure. It's all part of the Emperor's anniversary celebration.
But us, Flavia? I mean, why a company like us?
Apparently, the
Emperor's very fond of antique farms.
Well, you just dropped that into the conversation. All these years wondering what the audience died of on filthy provincial tours, when we could have been...
CBS wants us to include some new material, though. Special stuff.
Special stuff? What? Special stuff?
A special joke for Rome. He says Macus has to be a Christian.
A which?
A Christian. One of those...
Go into the house, Palestra.
Genesius, you're on again.
John Death.
Into the house.
What are you talking about, you harebrained sow? It's you.
Me?
Let us stay in the scene. Move.
So, that nasty little slave of Macus is going to provide my husband Pappas with a girl, is he? Well, I'll deal with Pappas and the girl when I find her.
Harebrained sow.
Macus.
One day you'll miss
It's
the
high
whole damn
time a proper
play, not just
punishment
a
is
cue.
arranged for him. And
But
I
a
think I know
Christian.
just what it should be.
Where's the joke in Macus being a Christian? So why a Christian, Eusebius? Why does Macus have to be a Christian?
It's topical, isn't it? There are lots of Christians about these days, particularly in Rome. They're even getting to be a bit of a problem.
Well, in what way? What's the matter with them?
Well, Genesius, don't bother Eusebius with things like that just now. We're going to Rome, and that's all that matters. More wine, Eusebius?
No, thank you, Octavia. I've eaten and drunk very well.
Husband, I had to have some new clothes to wear.
Any more? Just a minute, I'm just proud of myself.
Well, the best bits, you mean? Oh, devil, he doesn't ever know.
Quite right, Julia. When Genesius hired you to play the senior part, Sylvester, surely it was on the understanding that you were to consume less than the younger and more able members of the company?
Clear away the wine jugs. Here we go.
I'm sorry. A man must eat well in order to act well, and so now.
Oh, when did you last do that,
That's all of you. I've played all over the empire. I once acted before Reed. It's true, and it'll be remembered when we go to Rome, which is more than anything that you've ever done will be. I was performing the classic.
Aristophanes was a playwright or a tropical disease.
No, Genesius, it's not right. Tell them to show some respect, professional regard.
All I say is don't work a frail gag to death. Get on, get your laugh, get off. Get drunk if they're paying you enough.
And hand up the goat's meat, Sylvester.
Flavia, it's too kind. But I repeat, I've already dined superbly on your provincial provender.
Stringy goat's meat instead of plump poultry, eh?
You mean the goat's meat isn't stringy at all?
Stretch it on a frame, you can play tunes on it. Yeah, the trouble is, the goats around here never caught Eusebius. They give themselves up. The locals say it's after seeing our performances.
Well, please, I didn't mean to offend. It's simply that...
To a real Roman, anywhere north of Tivoli is the underworld. Yes, I know. Yeah, but you've come a good long way to find us, haven't you?
Well, I seem to have no choice. As I told your wife here, the Emperor has this inexplicable passion for the antique farce. There aren't so many practitioners left these days.
No, there aren't. Which brings us to business, I'd say.
Yes, Eusebius. Now, if our company is going to play Rome...
Genesius, I've got that routine worked out. Not now, old love. I'm just getting to the money.
But the insult routine is so right for the same as Genesius. We should never have dropped it in the ancient
The insult routine is trivial and childish. We are not doing that in Rome.
What's it to do with you, Sylvester?
I happen to know these sophisticated Roman audiences. They won't tolerate nonsense like that. I might as well suggest bringing back the no-teeth routine for no That, as it happens, is very funny.
The no-teeth routine? It's murder drives them out of the theatre worse than wasps, and the way you do it, it takes forever.
What is all this? Well, the Atalanta is built up on traditional business, Eusebius. A whole lot of it. There's so much by now, in fact, you have to pick and choose. Melchiades has been going on about this insult routine for weeks.
What is it precisely?
Don't go away, and you might find out.
But all right. At least give it a try and see. Now, over here, Lyconides, Palestra, and the
It is a waste of time, I tell you. Roman audiences will not endure it.
So I start, right? I don't care what you call me. I'm impervious to insult. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. How about a dirty pig? Pigs are clean animals, really. Now, where's the laugh? Thinking sow. Can't be a sow. It's not possible.
Melchiades plays the Desanus character, you see. The pimp who runs the whorehouse, Macus' master. Big and thick. And the idea is the others have to call him all the names they can think of, and he has to keep his temper.
Oh, very amusing. Yes, delicate wit.
About the money, Eusebius. Now, I think you'd better know straight off you're not going to get it on the cheap. If we're good enough for Rome, we're good enough
All right, Flavia, I'm handling the business, aren't I? Now, here's the way it is, Eusebius. If we're good enough for Rome, we're good enough for...
You will proceed to Rome by the best available transport. You will order new costumes and masks, all of the best. You will scrap whatever wretched scenery you employ here and discuss improved designs that befits your position as actor in the theatre of Marcellus. And in addition, you shall have this.
Gods on high.
Are those real coins? Or are you just showing us how it looks around the imperial treasury when the taxes are in?
Pure gold, Genesius. The gold of Rome.
Yes, but what do you want for it? I mean, my art, yes, my wife, perhaps, but my
Don't
body...
make jokes about it, you fool. You'll think you're not interested.
Caius Galerius, Caesar to Diocletian, has interested himself in this matter personally. The gold is his gift.
It's Galerius wants us in Rome, then.
That is correct.
Gold. Why, don't you understand what this means, all of you? It means it's true. We've gone up in the world. We're not the bottom of the barrel anymore.
Roman audience.
Mommy, another touche.
And the insult routine. Oh, for this kind of money, we really must give them the insult routine.
Yeah, go and get outraged with your old insult routine. Get the wine. Julia, some goblets.
Yes, Flavia, right here.
And wine. Not the best wine, perhaps, but we'll soon be changing all that, won't we?
You might even manage a little better than stringy goat's feet. Well, soothsayer, the runes. What is their message to me?
Most high and potent emperor, divinities, yes.
The message, fellow, the message. Attend, Galerius.
I'm attending, Diocletian.
The runes say, O mighty one, decline is to court danger, while to move in a circle is to concede defeat.
What? Well, can't you tell me...
That the earth's glorious God.
No! Get him out of here! Guard! Remove him from the imperial presence. He's useless, Galerius.
Master of the heavens.
I simply wish to know if my plan to travel to Rome overland attracts me more favor with the gods than a sea voyage. And he babbles on about straight lines and circles and dangers and defeats.
Diocletian, radiant sun.
Either way, it's time we were making a start, Divinity.
Well, you wouldn't think the kind of thing I seek to learn is difficult, would you? Forbidden to a brother of the gods? He was particularly recommended to me, that soothsayer. Celebrated for divination from the bones of sacrificial animals, they say.
A full program of celebrations awaits your arrival in Rome. Before I came back to Nicomedia, I made the arrangements personally.
Oh, Rome. Yes. Well, what is it you've arranged for me in Rome, Galerius? How am I to be bored, exactly?
You do agree it is politically necessary for the Emperor to celebrate his anniversary in Rome, Divinity?
Oh, yes, the ancient seat of power, the city where Romulus and Remus were whelped. I don't like Rome. I've never liked it. What is to happen?
A triumphal entry, Diocletian, a civic banquet, a personal appearance at the games, a theatre...
The theatre? Oh, God's man, haven't I told you often enough?
But this is the antique farce, Divinity.
The antique farce? Well, I haven't seen. Oh, yes, that might at least prove diverse. The auspices, Galerius. Perhaps I should simply depend on the auspices.
Divinity?
The auspices on the morning of our setting out for Rome, of course. I shall not make any decision about how to travel before then, and act strictly in accordance with what the entrails tell me. That's precisely what I did in the case of our invasion of Egypt, and look how the gods favored me there.
The auspices. Yet I've warned you, haven't I, Diocletian? As things stand, the auspices may not be your best guide to successful action.
Galerius, court.
Oh, I know you like to shrug your shoulders at things like that, but I don't see how you can pretend it pleases the gods or dispose of them to give you favorable answers when you ask.
You become the holy mouse. How many times do I have to tell you, Galerius? The Christians, they keep the laws and do no harm.
They're unbelievers.
That may not signify. There are some nowadays who say that all the gods of all peoples are but one God.
Not us, Divinity, not the Romans. Look, your wife has recently